Good afternoon, YouTube. This is your boy One Take Wonder coming at you again. Yo, twinkle twinkle. Hope everybody's having a good day. Please, if you're finding these videos helpful, please like, subscribe, comment with any questions. I will answer. So what we're doing now is we are installing aftermarket levers onto the 2023 Ducati Panigale V4S. So while my bikes never go to the track, I do like them to resemble a World Superbike, MotoGP bike as close as possible. So that's where these levers come into play. I already did the brake side. As you can see, this is a TWM lever. It does fold up, whereas the other levers do not. The stock levers do not. And the benefit to that folding up is if you were to lay your bike down, it will fold the lever up rather than snapping it off. And these levers will, not these, but your levers will snap off if you go down in the right place. It'll get all bent. And that's the other thing for this part right here is the little cutout. They call it low drag. But this is a sacrificial part. So if you were to go down, hopefully you don't, but if you were to go down, this part should break off and allow you to still get up and ride the bike by using this lever. So these are TWM levers. I had them on my $12.99. I took them off when I sold the bike. And what will come in the kit is I purchased both of them. So here's this comes in a packaging like this, TWM. It'll come with the lever and it'll come with the pin. These pins are a different size than the stock ones, so you do want to keep them. So if you do purchase them and you want to keep the levers, you want to make sure that you do get the pins back, or you do retrieve the pins and put the stock pins in the master cylinders. So what you're going to need is, right here, they're going to fasten in where this lever is. So that's a nice thing. This is going to be a 4mm bolt, and on the bottom is a locking nut, and that is a 10mm locking nut. The locking nut will screw off, and then the bolt unscrews to come up. What you're going to need are a 4mm, 10mm. You're going to need some. This is what I use on the wheel bearing when I take the rear wheel off. It's high temp bearing grease, so I use this on everything. You'll need this, and I think that is it. So let's get started. Oh, I got some rubber gloves. You want some Walmart bags to shove in the Great Ducati Abyss in case anything falls down there. And then I have a towel laying over the bike. Yes, it has paint protection film, but regardless, protect the bike. So what we're going to do is start by unscrewing the nut on the bottom. It is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It's very difficult to see, so you're pretty much going to go by just like matching up the socket by feel. Okay, then you're going to turn it. I hold one finger down there to keep it flat on the nut. And I've tried every which way to keep from marking up this nut under here, and I just have not found a way. It's not like the back rear wheel axle nut where you can put a cloth between the tool and the nut and keep it from getting marred up. Very difficult. So the nice thing about this is when you unscrew this nut, this bolt remains in there, and so you'll have to unscrew this bolt. So the lever is not going to just plop on out and land on the ground. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey again. And there may be grease on this screw or whatever you want to call it. So the other thing I do have is some pliers and another rag. What I'll do is put the rag around the bolt and have my pliers and grab it, pull the bolt out like that. So again, we are not marking up our beautiful Ducati hardware. Then this is going to come out, and there's a rubber shield, I guess, or sheath right there, and this pin, stock pin you see here, the stock pin for this lever sits in there. So you're just going to pull it out. You gotta kind of just hold that sheath back there. You don't want to wreck or tear. Want to be gentle. There it goes. Pull gently. Again, last thing you want to do is tear it. So pull gently. All right. That's that. So what we're going to do, we're going to open the crease. This is high temp bearing grease once again. We're going to take this pin and dip it in there. And my shop towel. Just going to spread it around. Now, you don't want a lot. This is just pretty much to lubricate it, to get it in that rubber thing. And that should be, it might even be too much. There we go. We'll just leave it like that. And so the last one, I can tell you this, on the 1299, this is a pain in the bullocks. On this one, it actually went in really well. And I just wound up pushing it in. There you go. And you want to make sure the rubber comes up around this ledge here. So you just want to kind of grab onto it. And just keep working it in till it goes around that ledge. It's starting to go. Okay, what I will also do is I'll take these pliers. That's why I do my 1299. Just kind of hold it. This is where if you have some very tight nose, nail nose pliers, they come in very handy with that. Alright, so see, it ran around that ledge, and this is spinning freely in there. You will be able to also feel that there's a little space into which it fits. Alright, so then you're going to take this bolt, you're going to put some grease on it. Let's use probably this leftover grease here. Alright, and the tricky thing is getting this lever matched up with the hole. The lever also sticks. There's a hole right here in the lever, and that pin goes in that hole. So you just put the hole through here. You make sure this part right here goes on that side of the, it's called the master cylinder. Just slide it in. Make sure that pin goes in that hole, and you want to line it up. So the biggest issue I had earlier with the other side was getting this pin down all the way. So you may have to grab the lever here and just like move it around. But the pin is in. You feel it go down, and it just stops. All right, and then we'll screw in this bolt. Okay, and it will stop. Alright, then we have this nut. It goes on the bottom. Nut meaning the nut hardware, not the nut me. Goes on the bottom. Get righty tighty, lefty loosey. Can be a little difficult because not a lot of room, is very difficult to see. Again, make sure you're turning it the right way. Looking down on it, while this is the right way, looking up on it, that's left. So you want to turn it the opposite way you're looking. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, the way you're looking, you would be looking at it. So screw it in. You want to take your 10 mil and righty tighty it. Not whitey tighty it, but righty tighty it. Get it? Definitely want to make sure you keep your rag up here so there's no chance of scratching your fairings. Okay, we're tight down there. All right, so let's give it a whirl and see if we did this correctly. I'm gonna take it off make sure when you pull off the side stand, your wheel's straight. Alright, so let's test out the brake. Okay, the brake works, front brake works. Okay. Turn it on real quick. All right, there we go. It works. That is a great thing. Alright, YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Once again, it's your boy One Take Wonder coming at you. If you have any questions, let us know. Keep this channel going. Hopefully it saves you some time, headache, money, and twinkle twinkle.